Hi, what is going on, guys? Here we are again talking about the Global Maritime Distress Safety System, the Gmdss of what you most know, right? So let's begin this presentation. My group is formed by Teodoro Robinson, Santoya Carlos, and my person Raúl Iturralde. So let's begin. Okay, let's make a brief introduction about the Gmdss, or what you already know. During the 18th century, the ships sailing in international and coastal waters were dependent on the Morse code to send any kind of distress signal to a coastal authority or ship nearby vicinity during emergencies. So it was the transmission of textual information using tones or lights. This kind of message was very unclear to understand. What kind of emergency is there on board the ships? Therefore, an international grid of safety procedures was adopted by the IMO under SOLAS Chapter 4, which is known as a Gmdss, or you already know, the Global Maritime Distress Safety System. On February 1st of 1999, it was fully implemented to came into picture. It was a set of standard for usage of communication protocols. Under the Gmdss, all the passenger ships and cargo ships about 300 gross tons involved in voyage and international waters have to carry equipment as a Gmdss. The Gmdss was divided in 4 different sea areas, you already know, the A1, A2, A3, and A4. This area have a range of 20 to 50, 50 to 400, between the latitude 70 north and south out of this latitude. And the equipment they are used is the VHF DSF, the VHF or NF, the VHF NF or 1 MRSR, the APER, the HF, etc. Well, let's talk a bit about the different elements of the Gmdss. We have the INMARSAR, the NACTEX, the emergency position indicator radio beacon, the search and rescue getting equipment, and the digital selected code. The INMARSAR, it is the satellite to operate a system that includes ship air station terminals, the INMARSAR B, C, and F77. And it provides the telex, the telephone, and the data transfer service between ship to shore, and shore to ship, along with the priority telex and telephone service connected to shore rescue centers. And the NACTEX, it is the international automatic system which is used to distribute the maritime safety information that includes the weather forecast, warnings and navigational warnings, search and rescue notice, and other similar safety information. The EPER is equipment to help determine the position of the survivor during the SAR operation. The search and rescue locating equipment is primarily the search and rescue radar transponder that this is used to ensure a rescue units the position of the distress, which transmit upon interrogation. And the DSC, this is a calling service between ship to shore, or vice versa, for safety and distress information mailing on high or medium frequency on VHF maritime radio. And we have to remember that if we want to use the Gmdss on board our ship, we have to carry some documents, some important documents. The first one is the ship radio license, the radio operator certificate, the safety radio certificate, the Gmdss radio logbook, the E2 list of cells seen, and the medical identity station used by the Maritime Mobile Satellite Service. My classmate gonna talk about this. The data list of coast station, the data list of ship station, the data list of radio determination and special service station, the antenna ringing plan, and the Baltic Shore Base Maintenance Certificate.
The Maritime Mobile Service is an international radio communication and information sharing service regarding safety at sea. The main characteristic of this is that this service contains stations ashore and stations on board ships. These stations have the function of receive and send that information to any other stations. Around the 19th, Marconi was able to demonstrate how wireless radio communication works. After that, devices were most commonly used to transmit warnings from weather forecasts, such as storms, from radio stations on shore to stations on board ships. Today, the same principle applies in using both shipboard and land stations in the marine service to safeguard life and property at sea. Both types of stations are also used to aid marine navigation, commerce, and personal business, but such uses are secondary to safety, which has international priority. This service shall be complemented with the Maritime Mobile Service Identity. This is basically a number that it will be used to contact a specific vessel. This might help to increase the safety at sea by identifying and locating a vessel digitally. It exists different numbers that lead to the identification and communication between radio frequency channels. It's a 9-digit number which are divided in a way that there's no room for confusion about a ship's identity. This was divided by ship's region or nation, most commonly. As we mentioned before, the Maritime Mobile Service Identity consists in a 9-digit number which have a meaning for each number. So here we are going to discuss and explain what's the meaning for each number. If the code starts from 0, then it means that the communication is for the purpose of identifying individual or group ship or coast station. The numeral 1 is never used because this use is for other satellite programming, which make it completely out of a scope of consideration in the Maritime Mobile Service. Now we are going to mention some numbers that have the meaning of different geographical zones. For example, if you are talking about numeral 2, signifies MID as a maritime mobile identity for Europe. The numeral 3 denotes MID as a maritime mobile identity for the Caribbean, North and Central America. The number 4 signifies the maritime mobile identity for Asia. Number 5, the same but for Oceania. Number 6 is the maritime mobile service identity for Africa. And number 7 denotes MID as a maritime mobile service identity for South America. Okay, now numeral 8 and numeral 9 have similar meanings, but we are going to see what's the difference. For example, if you are talking about numeral 8, it signifies the maritime mobile service identity listed as a maritime mobile for the purpose of regional usage. And the number 9 denotes maritime mobile service identity categorized for the purpose of national usage. We are talking about one is for regional usage and the other for national usage.
The general principles and basic features of the Maritime Mobile Satellite Service. Basic knowledge of satellite communication. Mobile satellite service in which mobile earth stations are located on board ship, with keyboard, for device station and emergency location radio beacon station are also included in this service. Inmarsat Space Segment. This consists of the satellites and the radio communication transponder and telemetry and tracking device which they carry. 4 active satellites some 36,000 km above the equator between them cover the entire Earth's surface except for the polar region. The satellites are in geosynchronous orbit and always see the same area. Thus there is one satellite for the Pacific Ocean area, one satellite for the Indian Ocean area, and 2 satellites for the Atlantic Ocean area covered. The space segment also includes ground control facilities. Mode of communication. Telex services are available in cheap short and short cheap duration, and are provided on Inmarsat A, Inmarsat B, and Inmarsat 6 stations. Telephone services are available in cheap short and short cheap duration, and are provided on Inmarsat A and Inmarsat B stations. Types of stations in the Maritime Satellite Mobile Service. Here we can see the Inmarsat sequence and the different types of stations. Crosshair Station (CES) allows short and short communication via wireless. Mobile station can select the CES they wish to use. Network Coordination Station (NCS) one NCS in each ocean area control operation of all CES within each area. Check-Air Station (CES) the commissioned Inmarsat terminal on board. Network Control Center (NCC) this station and Inmarsat headquarters in London monitor, coordinate and control all NCCs to which is permanently connected.
Okay, and that's all for today. We hope that you understand more the Gmdss. So have a nice day.